What do you want?
Going.
It doesn't concern you.
I'd say it does.
Get out of my way. No. Silence! You have no idea what you're talking about. Death is the end. No matter how much lingering regret a person has, after death, they are powerless. They cannot even wish for revenge, much less seek it out. Hatred, regret, those burdens fall on the shoulders of those who are left behind. And so I must continue down this path. I already told you as much. It is far too late to stop.
Come on, join us. We
Do
need
not waste your breath
upgrade
with
your
some
strength, please.
nonsense about how I should move on with my life for their sake. That is merely the logic of the living. It's meaningless. Those who died with lingering regret, they will not loose their hold on me so easily. But you seem to have all the answers. So tell me, Professor. Please tell me. How do I silence their desperate pleas? How do I save them? Ever since that day 9 years ago, I have lived only to avenge the fallen. Even my time at the Officers' Academy was also that I could secure my revenge and clear away the regret of the dead. It was the only thing that kept me alive. My only reason to keep moving forward. But then who or what should I live for? What I believe in. Rodrigue said the same thing.
Did?
But is it possible? I am
Probably.
a murderous monster. My hands are stained red. Could one such as I truly hope for such a life? As the sole survivor of that day, do I have the right to live for myself? Your hands are so warm. Have they always been?
I thought. We're finally getting able. We took the death of Rodrigue the goat.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Heartstring Moon. The King's Triumphant Return.
Yes, I think we are.
Following the death of Rodrigue, Dimitri begins to question his desire for revenge. His troubled mind turns to the kingdom capital and how he might end the chaos plaguing Fargus once and for all.
Good. Good. But this should be enough. Did he? How sure you finally woke up? Or is he tricking us all still?
Our victory at Gronder was certainly a turning point for us. However, Rodrigue's death has been difficult to bear. We've lost considerable military strength and resources.
Hey.
Unfortunately, with things as they are now, I don't think House Gautier has any resources to spare.
Good.
I'm
Well,
sorry. I really
we
wish
needed
could
him
help.
back sooner.
If only
later.
House Galatea had anything to give.
If we split up the soldiers currently defending the monastery, we should have sufficient numbers to invade the Empire. But even then...
Your Highness, you should be resting. Your wounds are still healing.
Yeah, I
am
noticed
well,
that.
I assure you. More importantly, may I have a moment of your time? Thank you. I wish to apologize
Yeah, that's
to
such
all
a
of
cool.
you. I have led you down this dark path with me, and have caused so much suffering along the way. I cannot tell you how sorry I am for my behavior. There is no apology I could offer that would be sufficient.
And how do you intend to make up for my father's death?
Felix, I realize words alone are not enough to repent, but I fear they are all I have.
I'm not after more empty words. I want you to speak through your actions.
I know that no amount of regret can ever bring back the lives we have lost. I know that well. It is like patching up a tear with a different material. Things can never be as they were. The best I can hope for is to make things whole again. I wish to do the right thing from now on. That is why I have made a decision. I intend to take back the Kingdom Capital. I wish to save our people. Those who I turned my back on
Good,
for far
good.
too long. To follow my heart and do the right thing. That is the only way I can atone for my sins.
Your Highness,
Roger, 200%.
if we can win back Ferdiad, it will give us the advantage in our war against the Empire. As one who has served the royal family for ages, know that your words bring me great joy and pride. That said, I must point out that if we make for Ferdiad, the Emperor's head will slip further out of reach. Can you live with that?
I still hold hatred in my heart for her, and for the ones responsible for the tragedy. That I will carry with me until death.
No, we'll get her eventually.
My life is my own. It belongs to no one else, and it is high time that I started living for what I believe in. I will no longer allow the voices of the dead to bind me. This is something that I must do. I will accomplish my aim, even if it means risking my life.
He's
to
actually
do so.
smiling. He's smiling. Just
Understood,
basic.
Your Highness. So, any objections?
Come.
You are correct. We cannot afford to die in vain by recklessly challenging the Empire.
I'm worried about Lady Rhea. But if this is the choice you've made, I support it.
I am at your command, Your Highness. I will follow you anywhere.
My sword is at your service, Your Highness.
I'll help too. The people in Ferdiad need us.
Fine, I'll help you, in my father's stead. But in return, you must win. You know that, don't you, Dimitri?
I do. And I swear on my father's
support
lives
he
that we
has.
will prevail.
Then it is decided. It seems this war council has much to discuss.
Indeed.
Our next stop is Ferdiad, the kingdom capital, for the future of Fargus.
Okay, let's visit Dimitri. Hello, Dimitri. Still true?
Indeed, but I was thinking about ending it here. Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling the sting of wounds that should have healed long ago.
I see.
The injury I got when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Gronder. Her eyes were filled with revenge, just as mine once were. I don't know, but I have a guess.
Okay.
I suppose I haven't told you about that yet.
What are you talking?
I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar.
Right.
The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time. It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago. I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent. I have taken so many lives, and with each one, I face hatred. During the last 5 years, especially. My life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point, I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday. Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed.
Did kill. True.
But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions, only to hurt them in the end. I suppose this is yet another thing we will just have to live with. Yes. As one who chose to fight, it is my responsibility to confront this anguish and the true nature of war, until the day my life comes to an end.
And so,
Perhaps. You know, Professor, there is something that I only recently realized. I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
I'm God. We got our support up as well. Let me check my certifications. There won't be much to change, but we are getting there. Way to do it. Ash. Wait, Ash, we can't. Okay. Well, Ash is already not. Hooray! There's not much we can do here. But I think I'm going to end this stream here. I think we've got quite a bit of work to do once we are ready. Well said and done. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.